Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. We begin with news affecting thousands of Pakistanis seeking to travel or settle abroad. The United States has announced it will suspend immigrant visa processing for Pakistan and 74 other countries starting January 21st. The decision, part of Washington's America First policy, applies to all immigrant visa categories, including family reunification, employment-based, and diversity visas. U.S. authorities say the freeze is aimed at reassessing procedures to ensure new immigrants do not become dependent on welfare benefits. No timeline has been provided for when visa services may resume, leaving many travel, work, and study plans in uncertainty. Turning now to the Middle East, Qatar says it has taken precautionary measures at the U.S.-run Al Udeid Air Base, including the departure of some personnel, amid rising regional tensions linked to unrest in Iran. The move follows reports that the U.S. military is evacuating some staff as a safety measure. Tehran has warned neighboring countries hosting American forces that U.S. bases could be targeted if Washington intervenes in Iran's crackdown on nationwide protests. Those protests, which began over economic grievances, have become one of the most serious challenges to Iran's leadership since 1979, with authorities now accelerating trials of those arrested. In related developments, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has spoken by phone with Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani to discuss escalating tensions in the region. The conversation came as the United States withdraws some forces from key regional bases, including Al Udeid, raising fears of wider instability. Both leaders reaffirmed strong bilateral relations and stressed the importance of peace and stability, as Pakistan navigates a delicate balance in its ties with Gulf states, Iran, and the United States. For more on this, we're joined by our correspondent in Islamabad. Sarah William has been following the developments.
Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's call with the Qatari Emir reflects Pakistan's growing concern over the potential spillover of tensions from Iran into the wider region. Officials here say Islamabad is closely monitoring the U.S. military drawdown from regional bases and its possible impact on regional security. Pakistan is also keen to ensure that its long-standing relations with Gulf partners remain strong while avoiding entanglement in any conflict. Diplomatic sources indicate that Pakistan continues to advocate dialogue and restraint as the situation evolves.
Thank you, Sarah, for that update. Moving on, President Asif Ali Zardari has met Bahrain's King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa in Manama during a 4-day state visit aimed at strengthening bilateral ties. The leaders discussed expanding cooperation in trade, investment, and defense, along with support for the Pakistani community living in Bahrain. King Hamad conferred Bahrain's highest civil honor, the Sheikh Isa Award, on President Zardari in recognition of his role in strengthening relations. Both sides reaffirmed their commitment to peace, stability, and deeper economic and security partnerships. Back home, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has announced it will auction personalized vehicle registration numbers on January 27th in Peshawar as part of a new revenue initiative. According to the provincial excise minister, the auction will include high-profile numbers such as Imran Khan 804 and Imran Khan 1, with a base price of 1 million rupees. The number 804 has drawn particular attention as it matches the jail registration number assigned to PTI founder Imran Khan. Authorities have already launched advertisements inviting interested bidders. Meanwhile, Pakistan People's Party chairperson Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has alleged that unnamed powers are attempting to strip Sindh of its rights and resources by shifting control to the federal government. Speaking at the inauguration of the Tharparkar Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, he defended Sindh's development since the 18th Amendment. Bilawal highlighted progress in health, education, and energy projects, particularly in Tharparkar, and said coal resources there hold major economic potential. He stressed that Sindh's development is vital for Pakistan's overall progress and pledged to continue pushing for growth. And finally, Denmark and Greenland's top officials have held high-stakes talks at the White House as U.S. President Donald Trump escalates pressure over control of Greenland. President Trump has argued that the Arctic island is critical to U.S. defense strategy and warned that Russia or China could otherwise expand their influence. Denmark has responded by boosting its military presence in Greenland and holding joint exercises with Sweden, while Greenlandic leaders reaffirm their desire to remain part of Denmark. The dispute has raised concerns over transatlantic relations and Arctic security. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.